You can't save. Change it. They say that saving is the single most essential thing you can do to get started on being financially successful. So get in the habit of doing it right away. The one critical step you must take before you can begin your quest. Nevertheless, why on earth is saving money so tedious? The topic of today's video is how to save costs without sacrificing entertainment value. The primary drivers behind us. You may believe you're a sensible, free-thinking individual. Not necessarily. I'll name them our key motivators. Primarily, suffering motivates. Doing something will be less unpleasant than not doing it to avoid suffering. Imagine you were overweight in high school and were bullied. It was one of the worst moments of your life. You may have become a gym fanatic as an adult because it was so traumatic for you as a child. Not exercising and being as healthy as possible might mean falling back into the bullying trap you faced as a child. Pain drives you to act. Second, doing something is more enjoyable than not doing it. You want to meet your friends on the weekend because it's more satisfying than staying home and being bored. Or you eat ice cream because it's more enjoyable than not eating it. Both motivators are different. One is related to pleasure and one to suffering, but both have a deep emotional bond. Now, money. Why are most people poor savers? Because of joy, the second main motive. Saving isn't as fun as spending. Deferred gratification. You know what your bank account numbers mean. Consumption tells you that having the newest fashion, iPhone, or whatever makes you a better person, and you should enjoy your life, right? To us, the pleasure of spending money is most important. It's such a chore to put money away. Plan for the future, consider your retirement, and invest your money because there is an element of delayed gratification. It is not enjoyable. You know, you can always start doing that the day after tomorrow, right? But today, you should be living, especially when you multiply that with the fact that all of your friends are also purchasing the latest and greatest, and no one is focusing on saving in society. As a result, you feel additional pressure to be like them because you are the reflection of your environment. It is a recipe for catastrophe if no one in your world emphasizes saving money, which is likely to be the case. The majority of individuals in today's society are in significantly, extremely poor financial shape. If the pursuit of pleasure is the root cause of your inability to save money, then the question becomes, how can you overcome this obstacle? Why we are so bad at delaying pleasure in our culture? This is the fascinating part. Humans are, in fact, a species that thrives on the present moment, according to biologists. We've been able to survive because of this. So, for example, when we were hunter-gatherers and found some food, we ate as much as we could since we didn't know when the next meal would arrive. And although this was useful for our survival at the time, it's currently making us ill. And this is why so many of us find it challenging to plan for the future and instead want immediate satisfaction. However, there is some good news. You can override this setting. In fact, according to financial psychologist Dr. Brad Klontz, we're 73% more likely to save money if we're emotionally committed in the process. This is an accurate job title, and we adore it. A lot easier said than done. But you have to grow more tied to the act of saving than the act of spending. How to make saving a daily ritual. How else can you spice up the monotony of saving money? So, let's speak about how you should wash your teeth, shall we? Therefore, I believe that you clean your teeth since it has become a habit. You don't feel anything when you think about it or talk about it. It simply occurs. It has neither a good nor a bad connotation. Instead, it is something that you are aware you ought to carry out. On the other hand, the act of saving money may be removed from either the negative or positive column and turned into a simple routine instead. Therefore, you should give some thought to methods in which you might set up budgets for yourself and ensure that you pay yourself first. I'm sure you've heard me say this a gazillion times before. Consequently, it would be best if you made it a point to deposit that into a savings account as soon as possible. In addition to that, you should set up an automatic withdrawal from your bank accounts to pay for your bills and then deposit the money into savings. This will ensure that saving money becomes a habit devoid of any feelings and becomes a part of your daily routine. You are paid, the money leaves your account, and you don't have any emotional relationship to the situation. The only thing you'll have to do is relearn to live with a little bit less cash because you're prioritizing savings first. Still, saving itself becomes a bit of usual activity and just a habit. And through great, tiny, repetitive routines, you get great results, like keeping your teeth. For example, if you brush your teeth twice a day, you'll have healthy teeth for life. I hope you liked and learned something from today's video. If you want to keep improving and be inspired, subscribe and press the bell button to be alerted whenever we upload a video. This has been Market Profits Institute.